Hello everybody, Mr. LEGO Lover 55 here, and welcome to another LEGO set review. Today we're taking a look at another Nexo Knight set. This is the Twinfector. This is set number 72002, it's recommended for ages 7 to 14, and it has around 191 pieces. So we'll go ahead and start off by taking a look at the box. So here we got LEGO Nexo Knights logo, and we got Monstrux, digital Monstrux I should say, up here in the corner, which is nice because we haven't got a, I guess, corner box art design for Nexo Knights pretty much since 2018 now, since these 2018 sets. Usually we just had the shield, but that's it, yeah. Actual set here, set info, list of minifigures here at the bottom. Here on the back shows the stuff that you get in this set, so yeah, pretty neat. Also shows some stuff you can do with the game. And that is pretty much it for the box. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and open this thing up with this thing. So just going to go ahead and try to cut that piece of tape there and this piece of tape there. And open up the box and dump everything out. Okay, I'm gonna put the box off to the side. Okay, so we got the instruction manual. We got a bag of pieces, another bag of pieces, an even smaller bag of pieces, a sticker sheet, and two of these power miner wheels in gunmetal gray, which I've never seen them in this color before, so that's pretty cool to get. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get building. So here's the Twinfector all built up. So this is quite a unique, well, sort of unique vehicle, I guess. Not really in its, I guess, the design of the shape, I guess, of it, but more of its, I guess, playability or functions or whatever. So that's sort of what this set is all about. We'll go ahead and take a look at Aaron later, and we'll move that to the side too. So we'll start with the vehicle here. So there are going to be several features with this. So up here at the front you've got some stud shooters that fire off these tech critters. One thing I do like about it is that sometimes they'll actually land on their legs, which I think is pretty nice since they have like such a wide base. So there's I'd say maybe about a 25% chance that'll happen. Definitely I wouldn't say it's a 50-50 chance, but it's a lot higher than normal, I guess. So, yeah, those are very nice. The tech critters in general are just very cool looking pieces, and I'm sure a lot of good mockists will find some good uses out of this piece. You actually do get a third one in this set, so you can build up your little infected tech critter army, I guess. So that's pretty neat. So, taking a look back at the vehicle, so, of course, it can roll. It's pretty obvious though because it has wheels. Now I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave them in there. So one really cool function about this set that wasn't really advertised on the front of the box was that, well, it was sort of obvious, I think, that it could split into two, but there's some other pretty cool stuff that you can do with it. So yeah, you can split it into two. they don't really work as motorcycles individually, but what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to actually turn that, and then move the wheel back, and then put these down, and it's its own little flyer. So, and you can actually do this for both of them, just like that. And that, I think, is really cool, because now you have two flying vehicles. It's sort of like a 2-in-1 set. And I think these are pretty decent vehicles enough that they could maybe be sold as their own separate set. I wouldn't say that because... But yeah, I think this is a really cool idea that they did here. I really do like the design. The wings here, I think, have some really nice shaping, especially with those new, I guess, sort of tile pieces. I really do like that. Just the tiling on these wings are really well done, I think. I like how this can be spun like that to be sort of like an engine thruster or something like that. You've got this Nexo power shield here on the front, so that's also another thing that I do like, is that you have space to hold all of the minifigure accessories for these two figures. So you have the shield right here that just fits in just right there in that axle hole. And then you've also got these other minifigure weapons right here. So that's a minifigure weapon, and there's also one right here as well. So now another really cool thing that you can do with this, so we'll go ahead and put it back, so we'll just put those up. Now, before I had them connected this way, however, if you want, you can actually switch them the other way around, because you can actually move these large wheels on this side or on this side, which I think is really cool. And then you can also turn these a whole 360 degrees, so you can move them this way. Whoops, okay. So now you've pretty much just switched the entire side. So this guy used to be on this side, and, well, he's now on this side. So I think that's a really cool feature that they added. Just definitely adds a whole lot of play value to this set, and just they didn't exactly advertise this on the front of the box very well. They did, of course, advertise it on the back of the box, but this is a really cool play feature, and I feel like a lot of people aren't going to buy this set because of how it's all displayed on the front box art, because they just sort of the design itself isn't, I guess, I'm sure doesn't look too appealing to normal LEGO fans. Just the main, I guess, vehicle, but the fact that you can split it in two and have them be as, I guess, sort of little flyers, I think that they definitely should have advertised that on the front of the box or something. Like maybe in the corner, like how Ninjago used to do, how it says you can convert. They should have done something like that for these. I don't know. But that's pretty much it for the Twinfector, I guess. So let's go ahead and take a look at those minifigures. The first minifigure we have here is one of the villain minifigures, and his name is Fred. So, funny name, I guess. So, he's got some pretty cool armor here. He's got that same armor, I guess, sort of chestplate piece that we saw in some of the other 2018 sets. So it looks really cool, very nice new piece to get. His weapon is nothing really too interesting. The most interesting thing about it probably is the new piece on the end, that trans lime green, or not lime green, but translucent, I guess jungle green as I call it, piece right there. That one, that's probably the most interesting part about that weapon. He does have this cool shield here, which is a new Nexo shield mold, and he has a Nexo power on here, so this is Gamma Rays. Now, I don't believe I've gotten this power before, but I'm pretty sure it's appeared in a set before, because right now I don't think Nexonites is making any more new Nexo powers other than the Merlok powers for these main 2018 sets. So, yeah, this is one that we've gotten before, but this is not one that I have yet, so it's nice to get that one. So if you guys want to scan that, whoops, go ahead and do that right now. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the rest of the minifigure, though. I'm just going to go ahead and take off a bunch of the stuff from this guy. Okay, there we go. So, there is a better look at his torso printing. He's got, I guess, sort of an eye. And if you look a bit closely, the green in the middle there sort of looks like the shape of a tech critter. If you kind of look at it closely, it looks sort of like a round spider there. I don't know if any of you guys can see it, but it sort of looks like a tech critter to me there. You can see there's this face print, sort of a, I guess, virus type of vampire or something like that. Looks pretty neat. This is his back torso printing as well as his alternate facial expression. You can see he's got a power switch on the back, so an on and off button, which is pretty funny, I guess. And his mask printing here is also really cool there. I really do like that print, and it's not exclusive to this set, but it is a really cool face print that I really do like. But that's pretty much it for this figure, so let's move on to the next. The next minifigure we have here is named Pola, and this figure is exclusive to this set, but not all of the printing and pieces on her are exclusive. So the torso and leg printing are pretty much exactly the same as a lot of the other villains, such as Fred. She has the same printing as Fred here, but she does have some really cool parts about her. One, her face print is exclusive, and two, she has this recolored Joker hairpiece from the Lego Batman movie sets, so that's a really cool recolor to get. We previously only got that in green. I'm not sure if we got it in any other color, but I believe this is the first time getting it in purple. So she's got a really creepy face print there. She's like some sort of, I guess, cyborg type of looking person, I guess. So half of her face, or almost half of her face, has got this sort of these little lenses here, I guess, and then the other half is sort of just a normal tech vampire things or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take off some of her stuff. She has the same weapon as Fred, but I'm gonna go ahead and take her off her armor so you can get a better look at her back printing. So there's a better look there. So her face print on the back just looks even sort of creepier. There's a lot more, I guess, green and a lot more, I guess, energy lines running through her, or energy veins or something like that. Looks pretty creepy, and once again, the same torso print that was on Fred. But that's pretty much it here for Pola, so let's go ahead and take a look at the last and final minifigure. And last up here we have Aaron, and he is decked out in some pretty shiny gold armor, and he's also pretty clunky with that gigantic crossbow there. So, you can see he's got quite a lot of stuff on. The armor piece, the gold flashy shield, the gigantic bow thing. So this bow, of course, has a function. You could pretty much, any of Aaron's bows can shoot out one of these little projectiles here, and you do get an extra one on the back. So basically how it works, similar to a stud shooter, you basically just press on this trigger here, and that shoots out. It can shoot pretty far depending on how well you angle it, and yeah, so you do get an extra one of those in case you lose one, but that is the only extra one you get. So you only get 2 of those little bolts in total. So the Nexo power he has here is one of the new Merlok powers. This is the Crossbow of Merlok. I'm going to just take that bow off there, so you can see that's a pretty cool looking print, and the actual Nexo power shield plate is painted in this sort of shiny chrome gold type of color. Not exactly sure what the color is called, the exact color is called, but that's what I'm calling it, I guess. So if you want to scan that, go ahead. Really only people in the future can scan this, because at the time of this recording, the update for the Merlok powers is not out yet. I tried scanning this power and it didn't work, so hopefully the update will come out soon. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and take that off, and you can see you get a better look at the actual minifigure here with the armor piece there. Pretty cool armor piece. It's sort of V-shaped, which is quite interesting. Very different from what we've gotten so far. You can see he has this translucent visor type of piece, or knight helmet. Pretty much the same face print we've gotten. No new face print, unfortunately, which would have been really cool to see for these sets. Taking a look at his printing, you can see he's got some nice shiny printing there in that sort of chrome type of gold there. You can see it's sort of shining there, so that's really nice. Gold printing is always nice. And you've got some more of that gold printing there on the back, very nice and shiny. And you can see his alternate face, which, once again, it's nothing new. But that is pretty much it here for Aaron, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at the instructions. So here is the instruction manual, so we'll go ahead and take a quick look through it. So here on the first page it shows that you should organize your pieces Then, of course, instructions, the final product, our good old list of pieces. Then we've got advertisements for some of the other Nexo Knights 2018 sets, so we've got all of them here. I want to get the Hover Jouster, but didn't see it at the Lego store, so I think it's a Toys R Us exclusive, but even if it is, usually it would be available on Shop at Home, and it currently is not. Maybe it'll be up on there later, so I do want to get that Hover Jouster set, though. Advertisement for the Lego Life app, and other advertisement for the other, for more of the 2018 sets. So pretty much the same ones, but that were on the other page, but this is just another advertisement for those, so looks pretty cool. Then advertisement for the Merlok 2.0 app, and you could scan Merlok powers in the game now. Well, not now, but if you're in the future, you can probably scan them. And that is pretty much it. So, let's go ahead and get on to, the end of the video. So before we go over my final thoughts on this set, we can take a look at a couple of the extra pieces. So here are all of them. Probably the only ones worth pointing out are this 1x1 Pearl Gold Hollow Stud, and also this new piece, that's sort of, I guess, that's in Trans Jungle Green. So those are probably the only notable extra pieces that we get, or at least the most notably interesting ones. So overall, this is a very neat set for what it is. I love all of the play features, and for what's included, you do get a lot of cool stuff. I love getting these little tech critter pieces. You get 3 of them in total in this set, which I'm glad they didn't just include 2 for just the stud shooters. I'm glad they included an extra, which is pretty neat. Although they don't exactly consider this as an extra piece, they do actually consider it, because they do use them in the back of the... There's 3 of them in the list of pieces. But, yeah, this is a very cool set. Definitely love all of the play features on this set. Only one new Nexo power, which is the Crossbow of Merlok, and you can't even scan it yet, but if you didn't already have Gamma Rays, this is a nice, cheap way to get it. I'm not sure if that was available in another set. I think it might have been available in a more expensive set, but I don't know for sure. The minifigures in this set are great. All of them are pretty much new. You can get Aaron in his Aaron's Expo set, but this is the cheapest way to get Aaron in his 2018 Knight outfit, which is pretty neat. Also, Pola is exclusive to the set currently, and Fred is not an exclusive figure, but it's cool that you can get him just to build up your army of, I guess, virus vampires or something. I honestly don't even know what they're called. I'm sure we'll get an answer soon enough from the TV show. But honestly, there isn't a whole lot to say. I mean, pretty much the only problems I have with this is that they didn't really advertise this set very good, because it has all these cool play features, but they don't exactly advertise it pretty well on the front of the box. And I understand why they didn't, because it's sort of difficult to, I guess, show that on the front of the box. I know they would do it on the back of the box, but like I said, maybe they should have done something like they did for the Ninjago sets that they did from the first season with the Rise of the Snakes. They should have put like a little circle here in the corner where it says like convert, and then it shows like the whole vehicle, like the 2 little flyers, and it shows that you can convert this vehicle into those 2, which I feel like is something they should have done. I feel like that's something they should do for a lot of Nexo Knight sets. But I guess they just ended up not doing that. But anyways, there isn't a whole lot else I have to say, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and keep building!